another issue that comes along with that is, in general, your P&L curve will look something like this, where it's a slow grind up. Maybe you get smoked here, but eventually you grind up higher. Maybe you get liquidated here. But in general, it looks very similar to just a normal trading chart, where you're just grinding higher. You have some really deep valleys here, and then maybe you have a huge breakout to the upside, bleed out. It's essentially using the same price action terms that I would normally, but it really is talking about a P&L curve. And something like this is perfectly normal. But the issue that comes along with something like this is if your P&L curve is something like this, and especially during easy mode, maybe it's something like this, and then you begin to bleed out. So instead of recognizing that your risk tolerance should be lower now because the timing has changed in the market, you continue chasing this peak here. You continue chasing, maybe you bounce, you have some success, but eventually you grind lower. And then you're at a previous all-time high number that you're like, wow, how am I back here? This is pre-easy mode. How did this happen? And then you continue trying to trade out of it, and it just never ends well. So there's something to be said about the amount of time you spend in the market. And also, you need to not chase your portfolio all-time highs, because in general, this peak and this sell-off, if you've just been bleeding out for the last few months, is completely normal, unfortunately. Now, you can stop the bleeding, like I said, by lowering your risk tolerance, lowering the timing in the market, but in general, no one's portfolio is just going to be like this. Just no one. It's impossible. So you really need to recognize that and stop chasing these portfolio highs.